Hello, welcome to Reverie Maritime. You are, I assume, my 5 o'clock appointment. Wonderful. Well, more truthfully, I should say, you're my only appointment today. Not, it should be noted, because we lack for clientele, but because we here at Reverie Maritime are very, very, very dedicated to our clients. We would never want you to believe, even for a second, that we are not giving you our full time, attention, and dedication. Yes, well, they hired me for a reason. And you are right on time, of course. So I'm all prepped and ready to begin. Now, I believe we spoke a bit over the phone, is that correct? Wonderful. And from that conversation, you and I were able to get a sort of bird's eye view, grasp of your situation. Isn't that correct? Wonderful. And essentially, you are searching for a mega-yacht, correct? Wonderful. And of course, the reason why you came to us is understood, but if for a moment even it was not immediately determinable, allow me to remind you why we at Reverie Maritime are peerless in our industry and the best at what we do. Because not only are we committed to getting things done, we're committed to getting them done right. And when it comes to projects such as the one which you have brought to us, we do everything, absolutely everything, custom, completely 100% custom. This isn't because we don't have the capability to mass produce certain yachts or ships of that caliber. Indeed, our facilities, relative to the size of our clientele, are absolutely enormous. We have, some might say, far too many people on our staff. But that is precisely why we serve people like you, the upper echelon of society, so that all those people working oh so tirelessly can meet your every want, desire, any thought that crosses your mind is our priority. Your wish is our command. Your every desire, our one true purpose. Yes. All that to say that not only are we very familiar with the project which you bring to us, we handle several of these at a time, but each gets our undivided attention. You understand? Of course you do. You seem like a very intelligent person, and I'm not just saying that because of your extraordinary wealth. I'm saying that because you really do. Now, there are a few baseline matters which we've set up this meeting to discuss. I didn't come here just to whisper pithy little things into your ears, as it were. I came here with a purpose, and so did you. You want to convey your dream to us, and we want to make it desperately into a reality. Of course. Yes. Now, before we truly begin, there is one matter that we have to attend to, of course, and that would be price. Now, I do not intend for you to get out your checkbook at this time and stroke me a check of some absurd amount. No. That will be later. I just want to remind you why you seek our services and what we provide to you, and why we do what we do in the way that we do. So, the first thing that you're going to notice about all Reverie Maritime mega-yachts is that they are prohibitively expensive. This is not without purpose. It's not just to line our pockets. It's done so that the exclusivity of owning a mega-yacht may be kept intact, might be maintained for generations to come. After all, if any old Joe Schmo could purchase a mega-yacht from a shipyard such as ours, for example, then the exclusivity, the reason why you have purchased the mega-yacht in the first place, well, it'd go right out the window. The isolation, the decadence, the luxury which you seek would become everyday, normal. It wouldn't do. It wouldn't do for a moment. The reality which you seek to create for yourself of peerless luxury, of that elevated sense of being, it'd be shattered in a moment if we were to drop our prices or reduce them in any way. Which is, of course, why we don't. We don't do that to serve you better. Now, I'm glad that we are both on the same page about that. I see you nodding. You understand this. I merely want to reiterate, to ensure that when we do begin the invoicing process, you aren't ringing up our line saying, no, wait just a moment. Because you must understand, the custom building of a ship is an ongoing, changing process. Sometimes unexpected expenses come up. We know that you can handle them, which is why we do not bother you with the details now. Wonderful. I agree. Let us move on to the most important aspects of all of this, which is, of course, the yacht itself, the reason you sought us out, and the service we provide. Let's begin with a bird's eye view. I want you to reiterate to me some of the requirements that you listed over the phone. And remember, I'd mentioned to you I wanted you to think a little bit additionally, a little bit more about some of the things which you had mentioned. Give us some more specifics, not stuff like, the length of the yacht or the power of the engines. All of those details will be dealt with in time. I'm talking more about guest accommodations, number of dining rooms, number of pools, jacuzzis, saunas, steam rooms, the like, whatnot, and so on. Wonderful. Allow me to grab my notebook and pen, because after all, a client like yourself deserves to have their records kept handwritten. I'll grab those, and then we can begin. Wonderful. Now, the first order of business, of course, is number of guests you would like to accommodate. Typically, mega yachts, super yachts, hyper yachts, however you wish to describe them, fall between 30 to 70 guests. We can, of course, accommodate additional guests if necessary. This will simply increase the base price. No trouble at all for a person such as yourself, I imagine. But I was just giving you a baseline so that you might better understand the starting point that we usually arrive at. Okay, so about 50 guests. Very good. Wonderful. And again, all of this is custom, so if this were to change at any point, simply give us a ring, dial us up, and we will make the appropriate changes. Wonderful. Now, 50 guest suites, of course, will be moving us into that upper echelon of mega yachts. We're talking, this might be one of the largest yachts in the world by the time we're done. I imagine that is okay with you, of course, but I just want to give you a sense of scale. This should be well over 100 meters, if not longer. Yes, I see. I understand. Very good. Well, if that is what you're aiming for, then we will happily deliver tenfold. Like I said, there's no stock standard anything that we do. Everything's handcrafted. There's no chassis that we build all of our yachts off of. There's no standard frame or shape. All of this is up to you. Yes. And we do that because we want to make your dream, your vision, come to life. If I hadn't said it enough already, I hope you really do understand. Now, some additional particulars. All of those guests will need to eat. How many kitchens do you envision? At least 2. Very well. Both with Michelin star chefs, I imagine. Yeah, so 2 kitchens, 3 dining rooms. Wonderful. Dining halls, my apologies. Dining halls. Distinct, different. At least a few pools for entertainment, of course. What about a cinema, for example? Of course. As I had mentioned to you on our call, there is no menu for something like this. We don't have a list that you can pick things off of. Those are for those droll other shipyards, for those other customers, for the lesser. Yes, you understand. Of course you do. I can make suggestions. I can indicate what things have worked in the past, but I would never, not even dream to impose upon you a menu or a list of some sort. It simply isn't what we do. No. So a cinema and a theater. Wonderful. Live performances as well as taped motion pictures. Very good, very good. And a gym, of course. Gymnasiums are one of the most popular features. We, after all, wouldn't want you to be getting flabby while you were enjoying your mega-yacht. At least a few saunas and steam rooms, of course. How about jacuzzis? Of course. It is always my opinion that no super yacht, mega yacht, what have you, is complete without a jacuzzi or 2. It simply ties the whole thing together, in my personal opinion. Just my personal opinion. Not at all a requirement, but I'm glad to hear you say yes. Now, this is a very good outline, but I think we can dig a bit deeper. After all, you have to get onto your yacht. How about a few helipads? Very good. Perhaps a launch vessel or 2. Equally as luxurious as the main vessel, but, just that bit smaller, a little bit more practical when you're seeking to dock in some of those smaller ports of call. Yes. Of course, a person like yourself, you can afford to dock the larger super yacht itself, but if for some reason you find need of some launch vessels, I promise you they always come in handy. And aren't they referred to as jet skis? I find many of our clients enjoy those. Should I include a few? Yes. And a submersible. Very good then, and a submersible. Of course. Let's see. What about some of the more exotic accoutrements? Some of the more bespoke editions? Okay. A beauty salon. I see. Wonderful. We always must keep up appearances, after all. We always must keep up appearances. And a massage parlor and spa. Oh, leave us to worry about the staff quarters. Leave us to worry about that. Don't even concern yourself with it. We take care of all of that. In addition to the staffing process, we take care of all of that. Yes, we don't need you to worry about something so mundane as staffing, after all. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We do not need you to worry about something so mundane as staffing. We take care of all of that. Yes. For price, of course. For price, of course. Any additional items? Of course. A ballroom. Between the ballroom and the 3 dining halls, I think you'll be more than able to fit your capacity of guests, and perhaps even a few more, yes. All of that, the details, of course, can be worked out at a later point. A ballroom, a library, yes. I see, a wine cellar. I myself enjoy a glass of Pinot every once in a while, yes. So a wine cellar does absolutely seem in order. And a bar, of course, fully stocked. Absolutely. Absolutely. Any additional items? Ah, yes, the personal office. An alcove of personal offices. Very well. Are you envisioning doing an awful lot of business on this particular vessel? Very good then, very good then. Wonderful. Now, of course, there is room for more. But as of right now, I think we've got a veritable city on our hands, yes. So how about we switch focus a bit? Just a bit, just a bit. If you'd permit me to do so, of course. Wonderful. Now, in terms of style that you would prefer, overall style, what is your vision, your dream? What makes you think, yes, I would terribly like to enjoy that? Okay. I see. Refined. With gold accents, of course, of course. Black primarily. Well, this will surely set your vessel apart. Many other vessels, I imagine you're aware, are white, are pearl. In my personal opinion, they look a bit droll, they look a bit standard, they look a bit everyday. No, 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 no. They shouldn't look everyday. You don't deserve everyday, you deserve extraordinary. Black and gold, yes. And what of the interior decorations? Do you prefer furnishings that are more modern, more traditional? Would you prefer wood or some more artificial plastics, aluminums, textures, that type of thing? Okay. Leathers. Yes, black leather, of course. Everything must match, after all. Black leather is very good indeed. And mahogany. You have a taste, a refined taste. I can see it in my head. I can envision it so strongly. Just with the words that you use, I'm truly impressed. Yes. I see. No, 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 no. Yes. None of that rounded, modern aesthetic. It's been overdone, in my personal opinion, yes. I understand. Something more refined, more elegant. Something tailored and bespoke. Like a form-fitting black dress. Or a very well-tailored suit. I understand completely. I understand completely. Yes. No, I absolutely. Let me just make a few notes. Wonderful. I will get all of this information to our chief architect and designer. Now, the process goes as such. I hand this information off to him, and within 1 to 2 days, very short period of time, within 48 hours, you will have mocked up a 3D rendering of your vessel. Yes, a 3D rendering of your vessel. He's very, very skilled. Very, very skilled. And in addition to that, he'll provide you a walkthrough cinematic, which will give you a better sense of proportion, of decoration, of furnishings, of style, and ensure that all of the features that you wish, all of the accoutrements and accessories, all of the amenities which you desire have been included, that the guest quarters and the quarters that you will be staying in, the VIP quarters as we fondly refer to them, because of course you are our VIPs. Those are all up to your standard, up to snuff, as it were. We like to make sure all of this is correct and good. Yes. And then once you have given us your approval, once you have signed off on everything and given us the go-ahead, we'll begin the actual construction process. Now, construction in some of those other shipyards can take upwards of 5 years for a project that is this scale and dimension. You understand, of course, that 5 years is unacceptable. For a multitude of reasons, 5 years is unacceptable. Your time is precious, your enjoyment is precious, and you can't enjoy a thing if you don't have it for 5 years. No, no, no. Our shipyard prides itself on getting things done right the first time and getting them done within a wholly reasonable period of time. The longest any of our clients have had to wait, even for our largest project, which was a vessel well over 130 meters, was 18 months. Much faster turnaround, much higher quality product. And that's because of our unique processes. That's because of our unique philosophy, and that's because we take the time where others don't. You understand? Wonderful. Now, it occurs to me I've been a terrible, terrible host. I rushed right into business and I didn't even offer you a drink. Allow me, please, to remedy that post-haste in celebration of your commitment to us and our commitment to you. We have sparkling water and still water. We have flavored sodas and beverages, whiskeys, scotches, wines, and other various alcohols. Anything that you wish can be brought to you within moments. Sparkling. Wonderful. Just a moment, please. This is a particularly high-quality beverage. One which cannot be obtained through normal means, one which requires careful procurement. This particular brand and the style is the Mountain Blackberry from Clearly Canadian. It's refreshing, it's pure, it's brilliant, that's what it is. If you would permit me to offer you a glass. Wonderful. And you can smell that even now, even before it's been poured, The aroma, the scent is delicious. It's distinct. It's flavorful. Wonderful. I'm so glad you approve. Now, if I were a lesser salesman, part of a lesser organization, I would offer it to you as is. But no. Everyone knows that beverages should never be drunk straight from the bottle. They must be poured, preferably into something crystal and expensive, which is exactly what this is. Are you enjoying that? Wonderful. Wonderful. I knew you would. I knew you would. And that's because we do things right. We do them the first time. We procure only the best, not just for you to consume, but for all of our products, projects, and clients. The best is standard. We seek, of course, to exceed your expectations, and so we require the very best to do so, which this absolutely is. Thank you so much for deciding to further our business arrangement. We absolutely appreciate your business and understand it is not to be taken lightly your decision to partner with us here at Reverie Maritime. We, of course, ask only for the same in return. A little bit of respect makes the business flow ever so smoothly, and we do respect you ever so much. Wonderful. Now, with that being said, you're a very busy person. I would not want to intrude upon any more of your very valuable time. I wouldn't even dream of it. With that being said, let us bring to a close today's proceedings. As I mentioned, within 48 hours, you'll have the 3D render and cinematic walkthrough to help you make decisions. We can communicate back and forth as necessary to tweak, to tailor, to make it more bespoke. Absolutely. It's not a problem. Our line is always open. Every line of communication is always open. Reach out to us whenever you need to. Doesn't matter where in the world, doesn't matter when. Reach out to us and we will absolutely be able to answer and provide articulate and responsive feedback. It's what we pride ourselves in. It's what sets us apart. Wonderful. Now, with all that out of the way, I will bid you adieu. A very good evening to you. And we will be in contact. We'll be in touch. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, truly, for your business. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. Goodbye.